From a silly, spotted interdimensional portal opener to Spider-Man himself, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse has apparently got an army of bad people. So let's find out who the main villains are. First up, we've got one confirmed baddie, the Spot. In Miles' own words, is he a cow or Dalmatian? Good question. His white and black spotted look reminds me of either of the two animals. But as it turns out, he's none of them. The Spot is, or used to be, a mad multiverse traveling scientist, Dr. Jonathan Owen. In this Spidey flick, he's voiced by Jason Schwartzman. Like most villains' origin stories go, Dr. Owen became the portal entity thanks to an experiment gone wrong. Now, director Kemp Powers has seen some massive potential in the former scientist. He puts the Spot among the deepest cuts in Spider-Man's rogue gallery. And guys, he is reminding you not to take the antagonist lightly. Last year in June, the movie's official's Twitter account confirmed his addition, calling him Miles' most formidable foe yet. He may look silly, failing to rob an ATM or popping out toasts from his abdomen, but the black spots on him are interdimensional portals. They can send him wherever he wants to go. And with all the multiverse madness going on, I don't need to tell you how lethal a portal opener baddie could be. That's why he'll be the villain for this flick and its sequel, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Still, the Spot may be taking a back seat in this one, pitting Morales against his variants. Yep, the freshly dropped trailer reveals he'll be up against Spider People. Across the Spider-Verse is the ultimate spider infestation, guys. New web slingers are popping out of every corner. While the first trailer in December teased some of it, the latest one, released on April 3rd, kickstarted the party. We see Haley Steinfeld's familiar Gwen Stacy taking Miles across the Spider-Verse. The two land in a lobby brimming with Spider People. It also has a Spider Force tasked with protecting the Spider-Verse from all threats. Of course, the Spot is a major one, so the elite wall crawlers have to defeat him. But it's not smooth sailing. The Spider-Force's leader and recruiter, Spider-Man 2099, is not too keen on Morales. He doesn't want him to join the Force. In all this hot and cold behavior, Peter B. Parker shows up. Yep, Miles' mentor from the first film, voiced by Jake Johnson. More Spideys land in with Daniel Kaluuya's Spider-Punk and Karen Sony's Spider-Man India. Now, they all want Morales to sacrifice something, but he doesn't want to. That's when we hear Spider-Man 2099's shilling call, "All stations stop Spider-Man." Hold up, which one? Everyone here is a spider person. Immediately, every Spidey starts pointing at each other like, "You?" Oh yeah, the trailer pulled off the iconic Spider-Man meme. But as dope as that was, what's actually going on? The trailer showed Miles being hunted by infinite web slingers. Why? Well, we have to dive into the rumored storyline to get some answers. So here's everything we know about the plot so far. Okay, backtracking to that sacrifice bit I mentioned, it looks like Miles needs his Uncle Ben moment. He has to let go of someone like all Spider People did. But wait, didn't he already have to suffer his Uncle Aaron's loss? Yes, he did. Still, the sequel demands more blood. And by the looks of the trailer, it might be Morales' dad. He was shown falling off a building, and my heart is already in my throat. Apparently, our protagonist will have to choose between saving his father or the world. And that's not all, folks. The stakes get even bigger as the Spot comes in. From all the hints we've seen, he appears to be from Miles' universe. So maybe, just maybe, Spider-Man 2099 wants to cut off Morales' universe from the rest to get rid of the villain. That's why he didn't want him to join Spider-Force initially. But now that Miles is here, he won't send him back to save or warn anyone. The kid is stuck helpless, watching his universe fall apart so that other universes stay safe. Now, I don't know about you, but that does seem like a massive reason to riot. It makes Morales disagree with all the other web slingers, and they hunt him. Gwen Stacy and Peter B. Parker may be the exception. Now one person is in charge of the Spider People, so it's Miles versus Spider-Force's leader. That means Spider-Man 2099 is going to be another antagonist. You could call him an anti-hero too. We first met him in the post-credit scenes of Into the Spider-Verse, but some people still might not know who he is. Well, his people's name is Miguel O'Hara. O'Hara is a Spidey from the future, as 2099 suggests. His universe is a cyberpunk version of Miles's with many cool tech X. Now, he's not your usual wisecracking wall crawler. Even its voice actor, Oscar Isaac, revealed he doesn't have any sense of humor. According to Isaac, he's a very serious Spider-Man. So that means Miles and Miguel are poles apart. One is a chill, friendly neighborhood kid whose biggest worry is hiding his identity, and the other is a grave adult obsessed with maintaining the Spider-Verse's balance and the greater good. He thinks cutting off the spot-infested universe is the only solution to uphold his duty. It's crystal clear why the two are at odds, but you know what? We can easily flip the sides too. If you look at it like this, Morales is willing to destroy the entire Spider-Verse just to save his universe. Whoa, that sounds a bit shady. So, could it be that Spider-Man himself is the antagonist? It does look like it, doesn't it? He's the web-slinger who's going against every other Spider-Person. Miles isn't thinking about their universes. He's being selfish and frankly a bit villainous. But he did say in the trailer that he wants to do both, saving his father and his universe and overcoming the bigger threat. Wait, this sounds familiar. Do we have a No Way Home-like plot again? Tom Holland's Spider-Man did succeed at doing both, yes, but at a grave price. Miles may have to sacrifice something massive too. No idea what that is. Still, some think his actions may lead to a new race of villains, and they're hungry for every spider out there. Folks, I'm talking about the Inheritors. This vampire-like group loves eating any spider person they can find, and that puts the entire multiverse at risk. But what's their connection with Across the Spider-Verse? Well, the Sony series appears to be building toward the 2014 Spider-Verse crossover. In it, hundreds of Spideys pooled in to protect the mystical web of life and destiny, including Miguel and Miles, and their enemy was none other than the Inheritors. See the connection now? The creatures may not be the villains in this movie, but could be in the threequel. We'll have to wait for some official word to see if we're spot on. Speaking of concrete details, I noticed one name in the cast that's another villain. We've got the Vulture in our midst, guys. According to the credit list, Jorma Taccone is voicing the maniacal supervillain. Interestingly, he voiced the Green Goblin in Into the Spider-Verse too, and now he's back as another iconic Spidey baddie. So far, Adrian Toomes is hiding in the Spot's shadow, with few people knowing he's in this movie. And we only know bits and pieces about him. A Sony Pictures Animation tweet calls him an anachronistic version of the Vulture. That means he exists out of his timeline. Luckily, they also mentioned his timeline, and it turns out this Toomes is from Spider-Gwen's universe. It's unclear what he's doing here, but he may have a bigger role in the upcoming flick and the 2025 sequel.
Spider-Man? Wow, Miles! You're doing it on command!
And that's all I have about the main villains of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.